Watch this terrifying moment as a bus navigates the infamous Always Killer Road in India's remote Pangi Valley.
Oh my God!
With a sheer drop of thousands of feet just inches away, this driver must steer through a literal waterfall cascading down the mountain face. The narrow path carved into the Himalayan cliffs is barely wide enough for the vehicle, leaving zero room for error. Would you dare to look out the window like this brave passenger? Or would you be gripping your seat with your eyes closed?
Not a very good place to come solo.
Unbelievable footage from Nepal's Himalayan roads, where this 4x4 is literally driving through a waterfall. The raging mountain waters are smashing across the narrow cliffside path with enough force to sweep away vehicles. Look at these passengers risking their lives by standing in the torrent to guide the driver through. During monsoon season, these mountain passages transform into deadly water crossings with no alternative routes for locals who must make these journeys. This is Himalayan survival, driving at its most extreme. Absolutely insane footage of a motorcyclist navigating the knife-edge dinosaur spine ridge of Ta Shua Mountain in Vietnam. This death-defying path is barely wider than the bike itself, with 1,000-meter drops on both sides. One slight miscalculation or gust of wind could send this rider plummeting into the abyss below. The drone footage captures just how narrow and exposed this natural ridgeline truly is. There are no guardrails, no safety features, just raw courage and skill keeping this rider alive. Would you dare to ride what might be the world's most terrifying mountain road? This is Cahill's Crossing in Australia's Northern Territory, one of the most dangerous water crossings in the world. Watch as this white SUV attempts to battle through raging floodwaters that could sweep it away at any moment. Notorious Crossing is not just treacherous for vehicles, but also home to deadly saltwater crocodiles lurking beneath the surface. One wrong move or stalled engine here could turn this risky crossing into a life-threatening situation with no chance for rescue.
Get in the car. There's a big hole there. Look at the water coming out of their car as well.
Watch as massive waves crash over Norway's legendary Atlantic Ocean Road. This engineering marvel zigzags across small islands and reefs, connecting Averroy with the mainland through a series of bridges. During fierce storms like this one, the road literally disappears under raging seawater, creating one of the most terrifying drives imaginable. Would you dare to cross this exposed coastal highway when Mother Nature unleashes her full fury? This is driving at the mercy of the Atlantic Ocean. Look at this insane moment as the blue Land Cruiser battles through raging floodwaters on the road to Askol village. During summer, melting snow from the Karakoram Mountains creates powerful streams that wash across these already dangerous paths. This remote Pakistani outpost serves as the final stop before the mighty Karakoram Mountains, where only the bravest drivers dare to venture. This is the notorious jeep track to Fairy Meadows in Pakistan, where the road literally crumbles away at the edge. Watch as vehicles navigate this narrow dirt path with nothing but a vertical drop of thousands of feet on one side. This terrifying route, considered one of the deadliest roads on Earth, is the only way to reach the breathtaking fairy meadows near Nanga Parbat Mountain. There are no guardrails, no safety features, just pure nerve required from drivers who must tackle this heart-stopping journey. Would you dare to ride along this crumbling edge of certain death? Look at this death-defying journey across Lowari Top in Chitral, Pakistan. This vehicle is fighting through deep snow with avalanche danger looming overhead. The treacherous mountain pass, sitting at over 10,000 feet, becomes virtually impassable during winter months, yet locals must make this journey to reach isolated communities. One wrong move on this narrow path could send the vehicle plummeting into the snow-filled abyss below. This is survival, driving at its most extreme. This is Russia's infamous Vitim River Bridge, a nightmarish 570-foot crossing made of rotting wood planks and rusted metal. Look how this deteriorating structure has no railings and barely enough width for a single vehicle. One wrong move sends you plunging into the ice-cold waters below. During Siberia's brutal winters, these wooden planks become covered with ice, making this already terrifying passage nearly impossible to cross. Yet locals still drive across this crumbling Soviet-era bridge that's literally falling apart beneath their tires. Would you dare to attempt one of the world's most dangerous river crossings? This aerial view reveals Norway's infamous Trollstigen, the Troll's Path, one of the most nerve-wracking roads in Europe. Look at those hairpin turns carved into the mountainside, with drops of nearly 3,000 feet just inches from your tires. Each of those 11 tight switchbacks requires perfect driving precision, with tour buses and cars having to navigate turns so sharp they often need multiple attempts. When fog rolls in, drivers can barely see beyond their hood ornaments while tackling this dizzying mountain passage. Would you take on this white-knuckle drive through the land of the trolls? Watch as monsoon waters completely cut off this road to Besi Sahar in Nepal's Lamjung district. The raging floodwaters have transformed this mountain passage into a deadly river, stranding dozens of motorcyclists who can only wait and watch from a safe distance. During the rainy season, these Himalayan roads become death traps in minutes as mountain runoff creates powerful currents strong enough to sweep away vehicles and people. This is why Nepal's mountain roads rank among the most dangerous in the world. This heart-stopping journey shows the perilous road from Mansehra to Shogran in Pakistan's mountainous north. The vehicle crawls along a narrow dirt path with nothing but a deadly drop-off just inches from the tires. Look how the driver must navigate this treacherous route carved into the steep mountainside with no guardrails and constant risk of rock slides. Local drivers make this white-knuckle trip regularly, but for tourists, it's an unforgettable adventure that tests even the strongest nerves. This is Albania's notorious mountain river crossing, where there are no bridges, no marked paths, just locals who know where the quicksand-like mud patches hide. Watch as this 4x4 attempts to navigate what looks like a peaceful riverbed that can turn deadly in minutes when mountain rains arrive. What seems like solid ground can instantly collapse under vehicles, trapping them as flash floods rush down from the surrounding peaks. These unmarked Albanian roads are among Europe's most dangerous. This incredible footage shows China's death-defying cliffside road in Bijie, where vehicles navigate through tunnels literally carved into the vertical mountainside. The narrow passage offers just enough space for cars to squeeze through, with a massive drop of hundreds of feet just inches away. Engineers somehow blasted these tunnels through solid rock, creating a route where one wrong move means certain doom. While modern guardrails provide minimal protection, nothing can truly prepare drivers for the heart-stopping experience of driving through a mountain with the abyss waiting below. Incredible footage of India's deadly Zojila Pass, where this narrow mountain highway is carved directly into sheer cliff faces. With 1,000-foot drops just inches away and no guardrails, this crucial Srinagar-Ladakh connection claims lives every year. One wrong move here sends vehicles plummeting into the abyss below. Yet locals and military convoys must brave this treacherous route daily.
Exactly what do I call it? That is...
Terrifying aerial footage shows a bridge in Chamba, Himachal Pradesh, being overwhelmed by raging monsoon floodwaters. This critical mountain crossing is barely holding together as the furious river pounds against it. One wrong step here could be your last, as these seasonal Himalayan floods regularly destroy infrastructure and trap entire communities in minutes.